Hi everyone, welcome to another webinar with SUG Bangalore, and we'll be having part two of the two webinars for Sitecore Media Framework with Brightcove with Gopikrishna. If you happen to miss the first part of it and would like to catch up with that, it's up on YouTube and the links are available in all the social media networks, as in you can find it on Facebook and also on the Sitecore UG page itself. The video for this webinar also will be uploaded at the same location. And so, Gopi, take it over.
Thank you, Annie. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon, and welcome you all for another session in SUG Bangalore. I'm Gopikrishna, Sitecore certified developer, and having around 7 years of experience in .NET web development. Currently working as a senior engineer at Verndale, Bangalore. So today's session is, as most of you are aware, it's a media framework with Brightcove. It's a part 2 session. As Annie has already mentioned, the first part is already recorded and uploaded to YouTube. You can watch it later. And so let's get started. And let's have a quick glance on what are the brief topics on agenda today. And we will be exploring all the main video playlist and player and tag. These are the important items when we are working with media framework. And most important in the second point, how are we going to embed the videos into Sitecore website? This is the whole point of what we are doing it, why we are integrating with media framework and other hosting platform. And template customizations and adding Brightcove templates to TDS and things to take care of for the code generation, and similarly video search index, and small changes for the configuration for content management system, content management server, as well as the content delivery server. I hope most of you are already watched the first video or the first session webinar. But if not, let me give a quick snapshot of what we had covered in the first session. So there is always a multiple ways to embed videos into Sitecore site. So most of the time, content authors select either YouTube or any other Vimeo or hosting platform. They will pull up the links for that particular video, and we'll use the either RTF fields, or maybe as a developer we can build separate renderings and provide a video ID field. So that's how we typically do it. But it's always content authors need to go back to the YouTube platform to pull up the video IDs or to pull up the links. And so if you see the right side of it, what if we can provide all those videos as a Sitecore items? How much easier it would be for the content authors to just search for a video and select it and upload it to that. Select it to show in a particular module or particular page. That would be a lot easier for them. Rather than going to the hosting platform, here they don't need to go to either Brightcove or YouTube to get the links or to get the video IDs. Everything will be part of your video item. And when your video becomes a Sitecore items, you can do personalization, you can do customization, you can do and the analytics reports. It will be similar to whatever the normal items we have, normal content items. And next one will be what are the main features the connector or media framework foundation module provides. We will mainly get 3 features. I'm just mainly mentioning on the 3 features because we have a Sitecore site in another side, one side, and the Brightcove platform as another side. So when we are using this connector and media framework module in between, we can import, export, and clean up. Import means what? We can pull up all the Brightcove videos as the Sitecore items, and we can export. We can modify these metadata of video items and export it to Brightcove. So whatever the modifications we do from the Sitecore side, it will get exported and it will get automatically modified into in Brightcove side as well. We no need to log in, our content authors no need to log into Brightcove to modify the data and pull up that import into Sitecore. And cleanup, this is one more important feature. Like Brightcove side, we have like what do you say? If content author or anyone, like they deleted some particular videos, or they modified or they deleted some videos, but Sitecore we still have the items. So the syncing will happen with that cleanup procedure. Cleanup is particularly my kind of both import and export will happen. That sync up everything, full media items. And other than this, we kind of covered like in the last session, like how we can install the media framework, the installation part of it, what are the configuration changes and reporting DB, and similar Brightcove, what are the installation steps. So today we will just go ahead from that base. Like first step we are going to look is how do we add the Brightcove account to Sitecore. I briefly covered in the last session, but let me cover it detail here, because this is the main part of it, like how we will connect between Brightcove and Sitecore. And one note here I want to mention is I am working with the trial account. So where and which, if it is possible, I am going to show in the Sitecore, log into Sitecore content editor and show it how we can do it. If it is not possible, I have taken the snapshots of it and I will show with those. So adding Brightcove account to Sitecore, how we do is, it's nothing but like we create a new Brightcove account item, and we will have a particularly 3 fields we get from Brightcove, like publisher ID, client ID, and client secret. And that's it. Like you create a Brightcove account item and you input these 3 values, and once you save it, we made the connection between Brightcove and Sitecore. Then we can perform all those import, export, or cleanup, or whatever the things we want to do. Let me show you how we can do it. Here I did like with the screenshots. So let me open the Zoom it, I guess. I guess it is clear enough. So once you log into Brightcove account, you observe the URL here, like studio.brightcove.com, and here is a publisher ID. This is what one of the value we need to connect between the Brightcove and Sitecore. This one we will get on the home page. And second part is like we need to get the API authentication. So whatever the connections happens, all the things are working on the REST API. We are like connector is hitting REST API, Brightcove REST API, and good to perform all the operations. So here, if you see the same URL, you can just log into studio.brightcove.com and video home and admin. Once you click on the admin, you will get this list, API authentication, in that menu. Once you click on the API authentication, it will show us the register new application. Why I am taking the screenshots of it, because we don't get this option in the trial account. So I have only the trial account where I don't get this API authentication option at all. They will only provide this for the paid premium accounts. So here, if you see register new application, once I click on the register new application, it will open this page where I can register my new application, the name, and whatever the account for authorization, and whatever the Brightcove APIs we want to expose to consume from CMS. And yeah, once we click on OK, this is the final information we will get, like client ID and client secret. These are the another 2 values which we need. Out of 3, one is the publisher ID, which I had shown in the first screen, and the 2 are these, client ID and client secret. So we need to copy these 3 values and let's come to the Sitecore side of it. So Sitecore, log into media library, and when you install the media framework package, you would have already got this media framework under media library and accounts. And this Brightcove account is part of Brightcove connector module. So we have already installed those two modules. And one, right click on the account and we can insert the Brightcove account. So we can create new Brightcove account here. And once we have done that, so here you see that publisher ID and client secret, which we have copied from Brightcove side, and we are inputting here. So once this is done, it just like I need to. And one more thing you want to mention here is media framework. Another ribbon will come here, and we need to click on that, or else we can right click and select the media framework toolbar from toolbar, and observe it here that import all. So first time I don't have anything from Sitecore side to export it, so we'll select the import all. Once we click on the import all, the import media framework content will get started. That process will get this screen pop up. Once it is like everything is successfully imported, we'll see here like under media framework and accounts, we have a media content and as well as a tags. So these all sit as a bucket list items, and our all video items are part of like media content, and all our tag items are part of this tags folder. And once it is done, I can just search directly, like right click and search. So see here, I just searched on the sample. So as this is bucket list item, so I can just search it, and in the right side you will get all the facet, like based on the template we can narrow it down. So I have only one sample playlist, so that's why it's showing only Brightcove playlist. So in this way we can see that everything gets imported. So now we can just search for that particular item and select on that item, and we can see all the video content fields. And one more thing, it was like one of the good question I got from offline was, is this like videos are getting imported into Sitecore site, means actual video? No, it was actual video will be from played from Brightcove itself. It's all that metadata of the video, we are getting it here. The video will be still hosted on Brightcove itself. We are not going to save all those video information in our Sitecore DBs or anything. So it's all will be part of Brightcove only. We are just retrieving the metadata. So this is the end of the basic connection we make between Brightcove and Sitecore. Let's get back to any questions on this. Feel free to ask anytime, or else offline also you can ask. So this is like basic connection we made. Now let's get back to our presentation. Now let's see what are the main important templates for or items for Brightcove. So these are the 4 main important templates or items for this. So first one is as mainly the video, where we have all the video related fields, Brightcove video data ingestion, sharing. These like there are particular metadata fields available to manage it from Sitecore side. And the playlist, where we have like multiple videos similar to YouTube playlist. You see like a couple of videos will be like grouped together and put it in a playlist. A similar way we can create a playlist item, and we can select a number of videos to be part of that playlist. That is another feature. And player is more of a what video player are we going to use to play these videos. So example I want to give it here is suppose we want to play particular videos with auto start enabled, but particular videos we don't want to auto start it. We want user to click and play it. or else particular options we will get enabled as like stop, or the quality of the video we can select. Those kind of options we can manage it part of a player template. And the tag is, so it's a basic tagging of the videos with different text, so that when they click on it they will get another list of videos related to this tag. Let's have a brief look at these templates from content side. And this is like this one. This one I have installed Sitecore 8.1 update 2. Like last session I had shown, like we installed media framework as well as the Brightcove connector. And yeah, let's open the content editor. Like okay, I guess I'll show from the step by step, because I opened Sitecore Launchpad and get into desktop mode and select the content editor. So here I will navigate to templates, or let's select the templates directly through template manager. So I can just select the templates directly. It would be easy. Here we have another folder which came with the connector and media framework installation. And here all we have all the Brightcove related templates. So I'm going to explore only on the main ones. So these four: Brightcove video, playlist, tag, and video player. So video playlist, let's look at standard values where we get all the fields. So ID, name, reference ID, these are the couple of metadata fields where we can modify from here. It will get affected in Brightcove as well. So publisher ID. There are a couple of videos already got imported, but there's a proprietary information I didn't want to show it. That's why I'm showing directly on the standard values. So tags we can select for a particular video still URL, and custom fields where we have like other than these video fields, we can have any other than default Brightcove provided fields. We can have any custom fields. It gets imported as a name value pair, and the duration, injection, and all. That is pretty much about video. We will see more in how when we are embedding it. And let's see the playlist part of it. So these IDs, if you observe, these are the read-only fields. Once we get imported from Brightcove, this will get video ID get imported, and it will be read-only. We can't modify it. And name is name, reference ID. There are particular fields. This media data is common between video as well as playlist. And here we have category like playlist type and tag inclusion under or. So here we can select particular tags. When we select it, so all the videos related to this tag will be part of that playlist. Or else we can select video IDs. So all the video IDs or all the videos we have selected would be part of that playlist. That's another way of, like, there are two ways of creating the playlist. One is using the tags, and another is using the video IDs. And next one, let's have a look at tags. Tags is the simplest one we have. It's just a name we have. So we don't have any other fields. The name gets imported from Brightcove. So these all, like, this is more of a used in both video template as well as a playlist template to tag the videos or to tag the videos into particular playlist. And video player, yes. And main thing I want to mention here is video player won't get automatically imported. We need to manually create it uh, the corresponding player. If you have created Brightcove player in Brightcove site, the corresponding player item we need to create it manually. So mainly one field only, which is the ID. So player is identified with the ID. So we can we can manage the ID, and we can set couple of properties like auto start, as I mentioned. Like if you are using this player, video will, when you'll on the page load itself, video will get automatically started. And show playlist, we can show the playlist aside, or else we want to hide the playlist automatically, the videos get played one by one. So this is like whole mainly 4 templates. As I'm playing with the trial account, I cannot show you exactly the items from it. So that's why I'm like showing in the standard values. Uh, let's get back to the presentation. So these are like mainly 4 templates, and these will be act as like a normal templates only. Like even though Brightcove connector provides, we can do a lot of operations on these templates. Let's see in next slide. So this is the main part of it. How do we embed videos into Sitecore site? So now we have made a connection between Brightcove and Sitecore, and we are able to import the videos, and all your videos, playlist, tag, all became part of your Sitecore tree. And let's see how can I create first one player, because all gets imported, but player doesn't get imported automatically. We need a video player to embed videos onto Sitecore website. And there are only out of the box, connector provides two ways of embed videos. One, as you see, is here using the rich text editor. So 2 more new buttons are added: embed media and embed media link buttons. Using these 2 buttons, we can embed the videos. We no need to do any coding for this. And another one is using embed media rendering. This is another controller rendering where we can select it on any page, like it becomes a module, and we can maintain it from experience editor. So let's see first how we can create a player item, then we will see how we can embed the videos. Okay, let me navigate to media library here. Okay, here I have already media framework, and so media framework and accounts. I have created one Brightcove account and I imported it. So here I have already added some players, but just see how it gets added. Like I can right click, I can insert Brightcove player. So I can add one Brightcove video player, and this will be the whatever the entity ID we get from the Brightcove. Let me add it some values. Sorry. Okay, let me get first from the Brightcove side. Okay, I have already logged in, but yeah, typically when you log in, let me go to home. How to navigate to players, I will show you. This is a trial account I am playing with. So my home page is loaded. When I log in, I'll typically come to home page. Here is my publisher ID, but let's go to players. So click on home and click on players here. If you see, create and manage players. So click on players and it will get redirected to players page. And by default, there is one player, it comes with Sitecore default player. Let's click on that. So there's like a lot of player information involved in here. Like we can name and short description, and these are the main site settings. If you see, update mode automatic, active player, auto start video on player load, no. So allow full screen, yes. So this kind of a couple of settings it provides. So if you see here, let me copy the default player ID, and I'm coming back to our players, right click, Brightcove players. Default is the ID player ID here. If you are seeing here, that is the default is a player ID. And I add. One second. Yeah. So it will be added as new item here, default, and this is only one thing we need. First player. So on default player, IE player, it's already I have created, and let's publish this item. Now, if you okay, let me open each one. Now, if you see, we have a Brightcove account and we have a media content, like both videos and playlists will sit under media content, and players we have manually created it, tags which is already get imported. So these three we have. Now let's see how we can embed the videos into site. I'll go to home page, content editor again. So home page. Let me open first from rich text editor. Show editor. So I already added a couple of things. Let me add in the down. Mainly we need to concentrate on these two. So two new buttons we have. So one is embed media and embed media link. So let me click on embed media. So this is like first wizard it will open, and click next. Here if you see it already like source location is pointed to media framework, and now we can search the videos or playlist. Now if you observe right side, like we have templates, the facet we can do it, playlist, video, Brightcove tag and Brightcove video and video player. Let me select Brightcove video, and let me select this Champions of Fire trailer. Yeah, and click next. So if you see here, width, there are a couple of properties it is coming, width and height of the player, and as well as the which player we want to select it for this video. So the three players which we have created, it already came. Let me select IE player, which doesn't have auto start enabled. So close it. So if you see, it got added, and let us add one more video with embed media link. So there are what is the difference between these two is, when we add the embed media directly it will show the video preview itself, like but whereas when you add embed media link, it will have a text, and when you click on the text it will show a pop-up and play the video from the pop-up. Let's see how we can do it. Embed media link. And it's pretty much similar, like how we have the same procedure. And again, let me select the videos. It's just only one slight change between both of this. Next, if you observe here, there is one more field got added, link title. The width, height and player is common between both how we embed media and how we embed media link. So just mention the link. So I'll just mention trailer. Close. So if you observe here, it got trailer is got added. This will be like media link item. So let me save, accept, click on accept, save. Let me publish this item. Click on publish, publish item. Close. So this was already added and it was a default player enabled. So this is the last two parts we have added. If you see champions of fight trailer, it got added, and trailer is the link. So I can just play the video from here, or I can click on trailer. It will open a pop-up and let it load, and I can play from the trailer. This is a two ways we can add from rich text editor. If you observe, there is no coding involved for this. It's all the out of the box connector provides. And let's see another way of adding it through experience editor. So let me open the same thing in experience editor. I'm selecting home and clicking on the experience editor here. I guess everybody is aware of it. I guess a lot of videos I have loaded it. So let me enable the components. I want to add a new component here. So component, add here, and the embed media. So where exactly this embed media resides? If you see here, we'll go to layouts and renderings, media framework, and embed media. So this is the rendering it got added. And if you observe, okay, let me show two important things here. Okay. There are two custom experience editor buttons which you got created, embed media and embed media parameters. So once we add the components, we need to use these two buttons to add the videos onto that component. And just one more point, there is an embed media placeholder setting, so which gets enabled for the allowed controls, and that's all. So let me select the embed media here. Click select. Okay. If you observe here, media item are not selected. That's what it is showing. And if you observe this is the, okay, I guess zoom it is going away. So this is the embed media element and update media parameters. Let's click on this. Now component only just got added, but video we need to add for that component. And if you observe, it is again similar way how we added from RTF. So again the similar video, champions of fight trailer, and next again the similar way, 400, 300, and Brightcove video player. Let's select the default player now. Close. And if you observe, video got added. And what this another experience button will provide is update media parameters. It will provide the last option, like where we can control the width, height, and player. And this would be it from the experiencer side. Let's save it. Click on the publish and we'll publish the item. Click on the close for showing in the normal mode. If you see after trailer, and again we added one more component here. This was like auto start enabled, so I have not clicked anything for it. It automatically started playing on the page load. Yes, lot of videos. So these are like mainly get back to the presentation. This is like mainly two ways of embed the videos: rich text editor as well as the embed media rendering. And one more thing we can do is, if we want to customize anything and we want to add our own players or add our own way of providing option for content authors, we can use file field type. Everybody, I guess, aware of file field type, and give a source location to media framework, so that when they want to open a file, it will provide the same option as how this connector is providing. And once they select the videos, we can do whatever the operation we want to do, similar way how we do it for the normal selected items. This is the core of it. How do we embed videos? Because we have not content author, or as we played the content author role now, I have not copied links from anywhere. I just selected the videos from sitting in within my Sitecore. And next would be like video template customization. And these Brightcove templates, they just behave like same as our custom templates, like how we create normal templates for our requirements. The similar way these Brightcove template behaves. So we can do all the operations, like we can inherit from other templates, like we have added some common fields and we want to import those, inherit those common fields into Brightcove template, and we can add our own new fields, and we can add a presentation to this, so that these all videos become, it's all part of a customization. These video items become directly page templates. So where we have a layout load the video. And if you see in the screen here, I have added related section and category and related videos. This is like one section I added for, I added into the Brightcove video template as well. So this will be part of all the video items. And just one important point to note here is, whenever we do sync or import all, export all, when we do sync operation, this whatever the new fields we add or the presentation we add to the standard value, like layout and all, they won't get any effect, because there is no corresponding fields from Brightcove side to get synced. So this will be like behave exactly like our own fields. So this won't get affected, and whatever the corresponding fields are there, if you see Brightcove video data, these all fields will get synced with Brightcove. So whatever the modification, I'll just show you here, just a small point here. So again, okay, let me go to template part of it. So Brightcove video data, if you see here, I have added this related section, and this is what I am talking about. So I can just add, and similarly I can add presentation to standard value, and it behaves like a page template, and we can do whatever the customizations we want to do. So, and this won't get affected. This is like most useful when we were implementing in our project, because we have a lot of custom fields we wanted to add it, and it won't get any effect. Another important would be the TDS and code generation. I'm not sure how many of you uses team developments for Sitecore tool, the Visual Studio extension for your projects, for syncing. Maybe some of you are using Unicorn, but I'm just mentioning here with the TDS. we can when we provide a custom way for Sitecore for content authors to select the videos like file field type, and once they select the items, we want to read those items and we want to do some manipulations accordingly and all. So usually how we do, we add the templates, and while reading we'll read like item.field and field name will give, and we'll read the value. Another way of doing is we use the TDS and code generation. You can do, I will provide a links, you can dig a lot more information on this TDS and code generation. If anybody is using TDS, I guess they will be easily related, they'll be able to easily relate to it, and TDS and code generation. And so here we can just sync up all the Brightcove templates, so that once content author selected particular video item on the component, I can get those data source and I can manipulate on those data directly with, because code generation, it will automatically provide me the model out of for the template. And there are only few points to note here is there are a couple of custom field types this connector provides. Couple of things like image preview, read only text, read only checkbox. This read only text is they are using for video ID fields, because video IDs should not be maintained from content side, like Sitecore side, because it is auto generated from Brightcove. So this is a read only text. And image preview, excuse me, thumbnail part, so those thumbnail images which we are showing when we load the video, those all gets those are the custom field types which we cannot modify from Sitecore side. So code generation, we need to be like take couple of steps to manage this image preview and read only text, because the T4 templates which TDS provides, like it's all there in the GitHub, it doesn't have all these extra fields. So because when we are adding these field types, we need to take care of adding this and what exactly type we want to generate it for this, so that you can read it from directly through model. That would be it for the TDS and code generation. And next would be, let's see the index, what it provides. Search index. So here if you see Brightcove connector, and I am able to search the videos and filter the videos when I'm trying to embed the videos. So how does it do is, when we install the Brightcove connector, it provides us the one more new index, search index, media framework Brightcove. The name is media framework Brightcove index, and it will add one more configuration file as well, Sitecore content search media framework Brightcove config file, and this index related to all the configurations will be part of this config file. And mainly this index will crawl on master database, and as I said, like it is used for the Sitecore client, so to search for all the Brightcove related items. Let me show here the configuration. I guess I have. Okay, I guess I have already. Let me go to my web root. So I'm going to my web root. This is where my website and app config include. So if you observe here, Sitecore content search media framework Brightcove config, and right click on it. So I can edit with Notepad. This is what the index is: content search media framework Brightcove index, and it had a lot of it mainly observe the crawler. It is crawling on the master DB, and the root is directly Sitecore media library and media framework. And you can observe the lot of fields here. field name ID, name, reference ID, thumbnail URL, short description, creation date, long description. So these are the fields like here if you see ID, name, reference ID, thumbnail URL, short description. These are the couple of like lot of fields are there. It gets added. This file we will get as part of Brightcove connector. And yes, so we are using this for for searching the Brightcove items for the Sitecore client side. I just want to make one more note here: Lucene versus Solar. By default, connector provides us the Lucene index, but we can easily change this configuration with Solar as well. I have provided a link here where the previous Brightcove edition Sitecore has implemented. They open source the code. There I can see the config.example, like one more Solar configuration, where if you want to enable the Solar, we can enable the Solar configuration, or else we can go ahead with the Lucene. It depends on how you use it. But the new version, I guess it doesn't support, but there is a little conflict between it. Like Sitecore team is telling the new media framework is not supported with that Solar version yet. There is they are implementing it. So currently it's only Lucene supported. You can check more information on this. You can reach out to Sitecore support on this. Yeah, that's like all information about search index. Let's move on to CM and CD configuration. There is not a big change here. One more thing Brightcove connector uses is scheduling agents, because we want to do this sync process using automating scheduler. So Brightcove connector already provides one scheduling agent, part of media framework services brightcove.config, which is media framework import Brightcove. So this scheduler by default runs every 4 hours, or else content authors can click on import all directly. The manual sync operation they can do it, or else this scheduling they can configure it. So, and as part of content management server as well as content delivery server, the configuration changes would be like this scheduling agent and whatever the video search index we had seen here. These indexes are not required on CD servers, because the scheduling agent, it runs to sync up the data to MasterDB. So we don't have MasterDB in CD, we do not require it. And as well as the Brightcove search index, which we had seen that crawls on the MasterDB, which we do not require, which we don't have on the CD. So this configuration is also not required. So these are like couple of changes we would need to look after when we are deploying for the production. That's the whole of it, like whatever I wanted to cover. And I'm open for questions. So if you have any, like that would be like whole part of session. So maybe if you have any questions, I would be happy to answer. Or if I'm not aware, I will be like, we can discuss on that offline. Annie?
Yep. All right. So if there are no questions at this time, then we can probably wrap up the session now. And as always, you can reach out to us on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, all of these different channels. And if you have any other presentation requests or presentation ideas, please reach out to the group in any of these channels. So thank you, Gopi, for your session today. And we have an upcoming session again, I think in another week from Ankit. So the details are going to be again publicized shortly. They're all up on the Sitecore UG site as well. So please do join us for then as well. All right. Thanks to everyone. Thank you, Gopi. We'll wrap up now then.
Thank you.
Yep. Thanks.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.